Hello YouTube, today I'm at Champion Buick GMC taking a look at this all-new 2021 GMC Yukon AT4. This is their more off-road worthy going Yukon. Very sporty looking. Starting off up front, you're going to have all LED lights, including the LED signature C-style daytime running light, which is very aggressive looking. You're going to have this brushed looking trim throughout. Massive GMC logo with your front facing camera. This vehicle does have the 360 degree camera system. Your parking sensors are going to be integrated into the bottom portion of the bumper for a seamless look. You actually almost don't even notice them unless you're looking for them specifically. Then you have your red tow recovery hooks right there. Coming around to the side, you have a Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner AT, and that is a 275/60 R20 on a beautiful black and machined GMC rim. Right here we have your GMC logo, color matched mirror cap, again another camera for the 360 degree camera system, your AT4 badging down there. This guy does have the power deployable running boards, which is very nice. It also has the proximity or passive entry system, so as long as you have the key fob on you, you can lock and unlock the vehicle from any of the four doors. Tons and tons of safety features on this vehicle, including, of course, blind spot monitoring, blacked out roof rack to match the black AT4 accents. Traditionally this would be chrome, however it is black, obviously. Coming around to the back, you have the beautiful updated LED taillight. Parking sensors again integrated into the bottom portion of the bumper. Your trailer hitch is behind this plastic applique right there. AT4 badge, your Yukon badge. Beautiful brushed looking metal trim again. Backup camera is right here, and this glass still does open independently from the entire trunk if you want, which is very cool. Coming around to the side, we've got your capless fuel fill port. Just absolutely beautiful looking SUV, very aggressive sounding. This thing is definitely a little more off-road worthy with those Goodyear Wranglers. This thing just looks so mean coming down the road at you. Let's take a closer look at the interior and warm up a bit. So starting off over here on the left hand side, we've got your 2-seat memory buttons, all of the window controls for the vehicle. The front driver and passenger windows are automatic up and down. We have all the mirror controls for the vehicle. This vehicle is equipped with the power folding mirror option. Over here we have what I like to call the command center, as there's pretty much every button imaginable over here. Starting off with the electric parking brake, lane keep assist, traction control off, parking sensors off, hill descent control, automatic start stop off, and this turns on and off the power plugs in the vehicle. I believe there are two that are both 120 volt 400 watt power outlets. Down here we have the push button transfer case, auto, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low, and then we have your mode dial selector, normal, sport, off-road, or tow haul. And when you put them into different modes, the LCD cluster up here actually changes to monitor different things, which is very cool. And then this button right here actually controls the ride height of the vehicle. So normal ground clearance, entry exit ground clearance, and then once you're in four-wheel drive you can go up higher, and then you can go to maximum ground clearance, which is very cool. To the right of that we have your dimmer switch for the instrument cluster, and then under that we have the exterior lighting controls. Over here we have your integrated trailer brake controller, and then up top, my personal favorite is the heads-up display center. So as you can see, we got a heads-up display right now. Right now we are in the off-road mode, which is my preferred viewing mode. You can control the brightness and the height of the heads-up display, and then you can control what you're viewing. So miles per hour, your collision avoidance system, map, and then lastly off-road mode again. Working our way back, we have a beautiful leather wrap dashboard. I'd say 90 to 95% of this is soft touch leather, which is very nice. I love that a lot. Coming down to the instrument cluster, we have your tachometer on the left, speedometer on the right, and a massive LCD screen in the middle. And again, all of these digital gauges are customizable depending on what mode the vehicle is in. Coming back to the steering wheel, very nice leather wrap steering wheel with this kind of brushed bronze looking or orange tan trim that continues throughout the interior of the vehicle. Heated steering wheel button right here, on by the amber LED light. Here's your collision avoidance gap adjustment. Cruise control buttons are all right here. Over on this side, we have your hands-free call buttons, as well as the control pad for the center LCD display. You can do left and right with a push of a button. However, if you want to go up and down, you have to use the scroll wheel. And then once you're in what you want to monitor, you click the wheel to enter it. Just like on most GM vehicles, there is a seek or scan rocker on the back of the left side of the steering wheel and a volume rocker on the back of the right side of the steering wheel. This vehicle does have the Bose Premium Audio Group, so the music sounds absolutely amazing. Right here we have your push button gear selection. Park, pull for reverse, push for neutral, pull for drive, low, and then your manual plus minus. When you go into reverse, it pulls up the 360-degree camera system. A lot of manufacturers are starting to get away from the traditional shifters and either go push button or rotary dial shifter, which is actually pretty cool in my opinion, and it saves space. That brings us to the massive touchscreen display. Very responsive touchscreen display. Navigation, 4G LTE. Of course, you're going to have your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can control the climate from here as well. And your camera system, I think this vehicle has like a million cameras. I think GM actually has the most camera angles in class, so that's very cool. Your trailering app, when you hook up a trailer to this vehicle, it'll have a pre-trip checklist. It'll check all your lights for you, so you don't need a buddy to come help you. It'll make sure your tires are all aired up. It'll remind you of that, ensuring you'll have a safe journey. Right here, you'll see the rear media. This vehicle is equipped with 2 touchscreen displays in the back of the driver and passenger seats for the rear 2 captain's chairs passengers. I'll go over that in a little bit, but very cool. Down here you have your HVAC vents, hazard light button, small storage compartment right here. It is small, but it is extremely deep. I can't even fit my entire hand in there to touch the back of that storage tray, so very deep storage in there. Down here, we have the physical buttons for the audio of the vehicle, and then below that we have the physical buttons for the HVAC of the vehicle. Driver and passenger seat is both heated and ventilated. And then in the middle we have the rear climate on-off and the rear climate control buttons. Under that we have a USB-C, a USB port, and a 12-volt outlet, and then a wireless charging mat. Right here, we've got 2 cup holders, which brings us back to the beautiful, very nice, soft, leather-wrapped center armrest with a cutout for a smartphone. Open that up, giving us access to an LED lit storage bin. This tray is removable. And we also have a SD card reader, USB-C, and USB port. Here's a closer look at the AT4 seats. Very nice tan/orange trim, and then AT4 is stitched into the headrests. Here's a closer look at the glove box, pretty standard for this size vehicle. LED lit vanity for passenger as well as driver. Hopefully this will focus and not be too washed out, but we've got your 3-door universal garage remote, dome map light controls for when the doors of the vehicle are open, LED dome map lights up top. These 2 buttons right here control the captain's chairs to fold them down. And because this has the panoramic sunroof, all of your sunroof buttons are right here, including the slide, the tilt, and the privacy screen or shade button right there. You also have your standard OnStar SOS buttons, and then your auto dimming rearview mirror. So overall, very impressed with this vehicle. I love the creature comforts. I love the touchscreen. I love the instrument cluster. Steering wheel is very comfortable. Just overall, very comfortable premium materials in this vehicle so far. Let's take a look at the back and see how much legroom. So getting in the back of this vehicle is actually pretty easy. You can either go through the center of the captain's chairs, or you can pull up on this lever, the seat will go forward. Pull up on this lever, the seat back will come forward, and then there's this little drawstring right here that you pull, and the whole seat flips forward. I'll show you that a little bit more in detail a little bit later, but for right now, we're gonna get in, I'm gonna close the door, and I'm gonna show you how much legroom we have. So with the driver's seat situated where it would be if I was driving, I'd say I have a solid 6 to 8 inches of legroom before my knees hit the front seat. I am 5'11" for reference. You do have storage in the form of pouches behind both driver and passenger seats. 2 cup holders right here with a tablet cutout. Rear climate controls, including your heated captain's chairs, which is always appreciated. USB-C charging ports, as well as 2 HDMI ports, which I'll go over in a second. And then you have a 120 volt, 400 watt power outlet right here. Again, beautiful leather seats back here, same design, very soft armrests, and that brings us to the massive LCD touchscreen display. Let's see if it'll wake up real quick. Maybe this one won't. Oh, there we go. So you could realistically be playing the new Xbox on here, the new PS5 on there, or just watching whatever, or you could be both playing the same thing, both be on the same HDMI inputs. But what's really cool is you can actually send directions to the driver. So if the kids want to go somewhere to eat or whatever, obviously mom or dad is busy driving, they don't want to take their eyes off the road, you can go into the map, type in where you want to go, and then once you're done, let's go to food, restaurants, cafe, I can send that to the driver, and then they can choose to accept or ignore it, and then it gives a map of where everything is. This is just so cool. Awesome features, very responsive, pretty high definition, and this can definitely keep the rear passengers entertained for hours on end. So that is very, very cool. Again, because there is the twin pane panoramic sunroof, your LED dome map lights, integrated hanger hooks, and HVAC vents are on the side. Now, getting in the back is very easy through this center passway. Something I want to note is these seats do slide forward and back a little bit. Worst case scenario is on the left side because I didn't move that seat forward. I have maybe an inch of legroom before my knees hit. And then coming over to this side where the seat is more forward, I'd say I have a solid 4 to 5 inches of legroom. Again, HVAC vents, dome map lights are up top, and then each side has a cup holder, a storage bin, and a USB-C port. Now, if you don't want to exit through the center, there's a button on both driver and passenger side. You can push that. It will fold the seat forward, flat, and then once the seat is flat, you can pull this drawstring again, and it folds up all out of the way, which makes getting out of the vehicle that much easier. So, very cool. Let's take a look at the back and see how much cargo space we have. So like I said prior, this glass does open independently. You're gonna come to the right of the C in GMC. There's a button right here. You're gonna push it, it's gonna unlock the glass, then you can lift up on it. So if you do have bigger items such as lumber or whatever that is gonna be longer than the vehicle, you can stick them out the rear window and not have to worry about it. I'd recommend closing it from where the latch is. Slam it shut. Then to open the actual full trunk, come up here, push the button, it's gonna beep at you like 3 times, and then it's gonna open. Right here we have access to a shallow storage compartment with your spare tire kit right there. Nice little mesh hooks right here for that cargo management system. 120 volt, 400 watt power outlet right there. These 2 buttons control the center captain's chairs. Hold both of them down. These two buttons control the left and right side of the rear seats. Fold them down, giving us access to essentially a load flat floor. Unfortunately, the passenger seat is reclined too far back, so that seat will not fully fold down. However, in the fully folded down configuration, you can easily fit drywall and plywood back here, both length and width wise. The third row also does automatically fold back up, so when you're done, you can push those buttons and it'll fold up for you. And then once you're done doing your business back here, push this button. Again, it'll beep at you 3 times, and then the trunk will close. Let's take a look at the window sticker now. So here's the window sticker for this vehicle. Again, it's a 2021 Yukon 4-wheel drive AT4 with a 5.3 liter Ecotec 3rd generation V8 and a 10-speed automatic transmission. Standard equipment is right here for a standard vehicle price of $64,800. Optional equipment is right here. And most notably, you have a, where is it? $9,565 total option, but you do have a AT4 Premium Plus package saving of $1,000. So instead of $9,145, it's really $8,145 for a total vehicle price of $74,660. Your fuel economy rating is right here. This vehicle is rated at 16 miles per gallon city, 20 miles per gallon highway, for a combined fuel economy rating of 18 miles per gallon. I want to give Champion Buick GMC a huge thank you and shout out for allowing me to come to their lot and do a video walkthrough of this vehicle. If you're interested in this 2021 GMC Yukon AT4 specifically, or any of the 2021 GMC Yukon lineup, including XL, they have a bunch on their lot right now and are getting a steady supply in, so I will be leaving all of the contact info in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a like and a share, and like always, thanks for watching and have a great day.